Welcome to my survival series for No Man's Sky, and we're starting this video up on the anomaly because what I want to do in this part is continue growing the base that I started in the previous part. Maybe we will get to the point where we can recruit a scientist, and what I really want to do is start working through those base missions, and therefore the reason we're actually up here is that I've got this mission here to buy an electromagnetic generator, which is what we need to be able to give a better power supply to the base. But before that, we're going to have a little bit of a look round and see what's going on. We'll have a quick talk with Quicksilver because the community missions are moving forward and I've got no idea what the current rewards are. So they're still working on the mud hut, the wizened stump and the flare cap toadstool. Oh, interesting. I thought we'd finish those. Never mind. I mean, eventually we will get round to doing the community missions, but at the moment I really want to focus on laying a basis for the overall game. And of course the first thing we're going to do is talk to Helios, see if we can get some more free nanites. Just rattle through this, give data, yes, thank you. Thank you, little one, yeah. Just give me the nanites. We've got another 400 nanites. We'll go to Mr. Cheapskate here, Ares. Traveler progress. Transmit milestone data. We'll give them that. Because of course we've leveled up several times. And we've got another 200 nanites. So that's not a bad haul for a quick visit to the space. That's not a bad haul for a quick visit to the anomaly. And what we're going to do is come down here to the construction research base. And what I'm looking for is, I can't remember where it is. Where is it? Not there. Here we are. I want a mineral extractor. What I want is the electromagnetic generator. Yeah. So it looks like we've got the resources for it as well. And do I really want the electrical cloaking unit? Well, I suppose we could get that just to finish off that branch of the tech. Got 4 techs left. What can I unlock with 4 techs? I'm not going to worry about the farming because we should get that once we get our farming assistant. See if we can get here. I won't mind. Right, so it looks very much like we've unlocked all the various storage containers as well. Foundation unit. I certainly wouldn't mind the access ramp. I can put that to the front of my building. And we've got 3. The ladder could be useful as well. So we'll take the ladder. And I think that's about it. And oh, we'll unlock the cuboid room as well. Even though I can't do much with it. Must admit, I do prefer the cuboid room over the circular ones. Because it gives you more scope to put out. Cuboid rooms give you more scope for base design over the stock circular ones. So, was that mission moved on? Search for a power hotspot. Yes, I've got one. Looks like I've jumped forward in that mission, but we'll be able to do that. And what we're going to do is come down on the Red Baron. Nice of you to tell me, game. And let's just get back to the space station, because what I want to do is use the teleporter. Oh, go away. And I've got no space in here, so we need to make some space. Because there's no point killing. Yes, where are you? Oops, no. Yeah, where are you? Yeah, there we are. Looks like there's 2 of them. Or 3 of them. Could be 3 of them. Yeah, got you. Gotcha. I've got some Herox. Yeah, thank you. I think we got an assist there from some frigates. Right, that can go to the exosuit. Where is the space station? So here we are. Let's just get into the space station. And we're just going to jump out. Gold, we've got the hypercluster there. We've got a bit of space. I think I've got some ferrite dust there. I think what we'll do is turn this into silver so we can sell it. I don't have to lug it around with me. That's that way. Let's put that in there. Start turning the goop into something more useful. Oh, this ended up in here. Okay, cancel. Stop processing. Oh, thank you, game. So we're gonna have to go and sell some stuff before I can get the space to be able to store some more extra. Definitely got to get the storage vaults up and running in the base. I think that will be a bit of a priority. Excuse me. Sell hydrogen drop pod. Sell that. And switch to the ship. Sell the gold. And actually, what I should have done is converted that to tritium. Go back to the starship. This can go into there. And put that in there. We'll turn this into gold. Actually, didn't I see that I needed some gold? I can come back. Oh, no. And we'll start converting that. Now we're going to teleport back to my base, and if you watch the previous video, you'll be aware that what was happening is my ship was landing on top of the teleporter terminal on my base, and I was having to free fall from space. But what I've actually done off camera is I've moved my teleporter. I'm hoping that that may solve the problem, but you never know. There we are. It worked. Now what I did is I moved the teleporter to here because the ship seems to want to land here. In fact, he seems to have moved over a bit now that I've moved the teleporter. So, a bit odd, very odd. And you can see there's probably my battery's out of power now. Let me just have a quick look. It's kind of half recharging at the moment, but we're going to fix that anyway, because what we're going to do is put in a power supply. I can't remember. Heck. And then we cross to power. What was it? I don't want the reactor. This is probably one of the most useless things in the game, actually, the biofuel reactor. It'd be great if there was some way you could put a lot more storage into it, but anyway. This not there it is there. Oops, gone too far. So we need 2 metal plating. Let me just see, make some space here. I think we'll put the battery into the starship for the moment. I'll just make all of these. And if I remember correctly, the power source is up here. This is where I put the beacon. And of course, what we're going to have to do is rescan for it, which should then trigger the next step in that mission. Let's come up here. There we are. That should complete the next step in that mission. Well, what I will do is we'll just thank you game. pick up the beacon here. If we can find the... You don't have to be precise here. It's kind of showing... It looks like almost like the best we're going to get is around 71% out of 73%. I mean, it's not the end of the world, to be honest. What we're going to do is just put this in about here. Because what you can do is put multiples on this single spot, so you're not restricted to just having one. Oops. What you can do is have multiples of these around here. Therefore, as the base grows, what I'll be doing is adding extra ones here. Let's see what it's actually telling me. Yeah, field strength 71%, power output 213 kp. The status grid not connected. Now somehow what we've got to do is put a tidy link down to here. I mean, we could put a connector to there from up there. Yeah, I think we could do it. So what we can do is come back up here, cross, and just pick up the cable. And what we'll do is we'll pick up that, and I'll just run down to the just behind this rock here, and we'll just come over. We should be able to hook it onto the back of there. I mean, it's not elegant because it's floating in the air, but what we can do, if I come back to here, oops, nope. If we come to here, we come across and we build this cloaking device. What that will do is hide the power cables. And what this cloaking device can do is actually hide the cables. But to be honest, what I would suggest is you don't do this until you've actually finished your base. Otherwise life would be a little bit difficult. So we've now got power in the base. And one thing I wouldn't mind doing is putting on the structures. Hopefully I will have... that's still... Oh, why won't that go to... Oh well, we'll just have to have that there. What that does is it just makes it a bit easier getting into the room. And I did put a science terminal in now. And we've got the science terminal now. We've got power to the base. And what I would like to do is attach a cuboid room to this area here. But at the moment we don't really have enough tech, so we're going to have to get some tech to do that. Probably put the cuboid room out here, and that's where I'm going to put these storage vaults in, unless I go the other way. To do that we'd have to move some of this stuff here. Let me just see. No, I think I'm okay at the moment. And I think the next thing we need to do now is get up into space and see if we can find ourselves a scientist so that we can move the missions forward. The next thing we're going to do is go up to here. Space stations. Where should we go? Actually, we've got an Atlas interface here. I've forgotten about that. Let's go to here. I think my teleport was a little bit off there. I've got no idea why I landed over here. Oops. Right, the first thing we've got to do is find a Corvax. We'll try the back room again. If there's anyone in. Now all we've got here is Gek and Vakeen, so we're probably going to have to go to a callback system, try and find a scientist. Now if you watched the previous video, I mentioned something about the fact I'd searched multiple systems to find a base location. One of the systems I came to was this one, and I think this is the one that's got an Atlas station in. I didn't actually visit it. So if we go to here, what we should get here is an Atlas station. And what we're able to do is go into here. So here's the entrance. Right, let's have a walk round. Oh, well, we got the Atlas word for infinite. Got the Atlas word for you and for sky. It's quite interesting. We're actually getting Atlas words in the Atlas station, where in the past you got the words from the language of the race that owned the system. And we got the Atlas word for endless. I mean, I really hope Hello Games develop the Atlas storyline, because at the moment you learn the Atlas language, but it doesn't really seem to have a purpose. Right, we've got the Atlas word for and what we should do from here, what we should do now is get some more warp fuel. So we'll just search these. Yeah, we've got a couple more warp cells. And we're just going to talk to this guy. Another Atlas interface. How many of these constructs exist in the deep void? How long have they been slumbering, waiting for a traveller? Have they been expecting me? Am I somehow chosen? The Atlas crafted this existence. The Gek, the Vikine, the Korvax, the stars that fill the skies, and the hatred that burns deep within. Every world that turns and every form that lives, the Atlas offers it all. Okay, we're accepted you now. I take the gift of knowledge, certainly my decision, all doubts are silenced. The stars await me. And what we get now is our second formula. And you can see with these formulas, they build on the previous node. So what you're going to do is make that node, and then you can upgrade to this one. And that's how it works as you go through the Atlas path. So eventually you get it finished. All right. Let's just get back up here. How are we off for warp fuel? I mean, I could put in, well, I took two of them. And what we could do is go to a new system, but a Korvax system, and see if we can get a scientist that way. Although, yeah, I think we can do that. I don't think I've really explored this system. Let me just have a quick look. No, we haven't visited any planets on here at all. And this is a Gek system. So we'll be coming back here to explore the planets. I've got absolutely no idea what they are. Oh, aggressive sentinels, isn't that a surprise? But I think what we will do is we'll just have a look round to see. And the problem I'm going to have is I don't think it's going to tell me if I can have a problem, aren't I? Because I think if I let me just see. That's Gek. There we are. There's a Korvax system there. He's within 18 light years. Oops. Well, it's got a reasonable number of planets as well, so we'll go here. Oh, thank you again. And the question is, do I really want to get involved in a freighter battle? I suppose I could. It's a bit risky with this, but I'm in the right ship for it, so... Wait, who's firing at me? Wait. Firing at me. We've got to be a bit careful round the freighter because I don't want to hit that by accident. I'm not really in a position to fight off everybody. Right, we've got some magnetized ferrite that could be useful. Right, it says pulse drive back online, escape possible. We'll finish the job. There it is. Gotcha. Well, not quite, but get him. Isn't that a surprise? I'll put that into the exosuit. So, I mean, we're going to be fighting a battle. We might as well get the loot. Of course, because we're in an asteroid field, we're going to get random stuff from the asteroids I hit as well. The targeting's a little bit off at the moment. Then this... Got it. Got some more magnetized ferrite. Wow, there's even more of them. Okay, out of range. There he is. Oops. Gotcha. How many of these are there? Yep. What that should do is at the very least give us a little bit of standing. Okay, comms. Something. The life form who must be the captain is greatly relieved. His gestures welcome me aboard the vessel. I don't think I really want to visit. Ooh, then again, I might not. I might change my mind here. And of course, thank you game. This is one of my favourite freighters. What's the bet? And I won't be able to afford it. I mean, I've got 14 million. I'll be very lucky if this I can exchange my old freighter for this one for 14 million. Incredibly lucky, even if he is grateful. Let me just go and talk to this guy. Okay, guidance, vector freighter. This is a 33 slot B class. Wait for the price. Yep, 103 million. A little bit outside of my league. I don't know. Can I steal this stuff? I mean, can I take that stuff out? Will he let me keep it? Oh. Okay, let's just. Freighter. No, I didn't think you could. Never mind. I mean, we could go and ask for some money, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think you get much from it. I mean, freighters generally are very expensive, but I'm quite happy with the one I've got at the moment. Anyway, let's just go and jump in the Red Baron. And right, we just head for the space station because we need to recruit a scientist, which is a Corvax. So in we go. And a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver. I think we can. That can probably go back to the starship. Not sure why I'm carrying that beacon with me, but never mind. We just that into there. Start converting the slime. Get that out of the way. Of course, the first thing we'll do is head for the back room and see if we can. Oops. Because it goes without saying that I would nanites. I'm not sure this guy will thing. The electronic life form breaks me slowly. They tap on their personal data, the facial there. Corvax entity something. Life form looks to me for help, then points to my gathered resources for single there. I'll give them some carbon. Slowly, painfully, the entity inserts the elements into a slot in their hip. Gradually, power returns to their shell. The Corvax nods politely, though they seem a little bit embarrassed to have made the request. They give me a gift of their own for thanks. Oh, we got some more nanites. And of course, there's got to be a Vakeen here. He's probably an armourer. So we're going to have to wander around and see if we can find. Grab that. Can I sell anything? I mean, we've got lots of ferrite dust, which it could be useful. I mean, I think I'll keep the gold at the moment for the ship. That doesn't need to be there. So we've got that there. We've got tritium. I think we'll use up a little bit of that there. Okay. Can't go through there, so we have to go back out here. What we're going to have to do is go back across the other side and talk to everyone, but what we got here? C-class, I mean, it looks really nice. I like that shape with the taper towards the front. Let me see, what have you got in the way of multi-tool tech? Mining beam. Plasma launcher. Yeah, well, not particularly that worried about the plasma launcher. And of course, one thing we do need to do is come here. I think I'll go cheapskate and expand the technology slot here. I mean, it's got to be done. So, nope. Exocraft. Certainly pick up the navigation data and see what he's got in the way of ship upgrades. Got a phase beam starship module. Now I certainly would like that, and I certainly wouldn't mind the pulse beam upgrade. I mean, we got the nanites for it, so I'm certainly going to take that. And of course, we don't really have the technology slots for this, but I really need to upgrade this ship. I suppose it's... No, I'm not going to pay for it. What would I want first? Starship shield module. We're okay for shields. It's pulse engine would be nice. Launch. Everything's a little bit messy here. If I move that to there. And then we drop that in there. What that will do is give you plus 11% maneuverability, plus 11% boost, plus 20% efficiency. But of course we're losing storage space on the fighter. And really I need an upgrade here. So I think what we'll do is we'll just drop that into the storage vault for the moment, or when we have got space. purchase upgrades. What have we got here? Life support module, movement module. Supremely powerful upgrade for the exosuit movement system. Shield module. They're nice, but I don't think I really want to look what I've got. I mean, I've got a lot of life support, and we've got this here about air purifier. We've got one more slot up here we could use. So I think maybe at the moment, let me just see. I mean, I think the movement module might be better because that will improve my jetpack. I think we'll go with that, and then store that into there. It's probably in the wrong place actually. That's a protection. Life support, recycle. What is this giving me? This gives me 220% efficiency on jetpack, fuel efficiency, initial boost power and plus 9%, recharge rate plus 16%. That's probably the more important one. I think if we pull out Artemis's translator and put it there, and then hook you up and put you there, and then we'll put Artemis's translator back in there. So that's given me a grouping. So in theory now my jetpack should be a lot more powerful, which is going to be quite useful. And what we still need to do is find a scientist. So we'll just go back over the other side and talk to everybody. Hello. I need to sell anything. I need to put this stuff into storage vaults. I think maybe storage vaults is the next thing I do need to sort out. Right, let's just talk to the Corvax guys. Unknown life form, I passed my test. I am free to explore area. Free to pursue my passion for structural analysis. Do you have a base, a science terminal? Think of all that might be done. Corvax is happy. So we'll hire the scientist. Thank you. Of course, what we're going to do is talk to some of these guys to get some more language. Quest dialect help. I'll get a thing. Okay, friendship symbol. Got the get word for benevolence. Hopefully, Mr. Happy here will give us a word in the Vakeen language. Vakeen symbol. We have learned the Vakeen word for Hirak. Let me just talk to this guy. Request dialect help. Please query. Yep. We'll give him a trade symbol. We've got the Corvax word for trade. There's another one over here. So we'll just grab this one. Technology symbol. We've now got the Corvax word for experiment. Another guy over here. Request dialect help. Go for a technology symbol. We got another Corvax word for ship. And talk to this guy. Request dialect help. We'll get a Grecian symbol. Learn the Corvax word for disconnection. And just rattle through this one. Trade symbol. What we'll do is we'll just dash in the back here. See what's in here. Nothing. Right, we've now completed another milestone. It's probably to do with language. Yep. We are now an ambassador. We have met 80 aliens. Oh, so it's meeting aliens, not doing anything. So a quick update where we are with the milestones. You can see I've now completed the first two. Well, we completed three actually. So we've completed Adventurer, we've now completed Ambassador, and we've got one more level to go with words collected, so we've got to get to 150. We are become a magnet. Ships destroyed, 7. So we've got 8 more to go before we level up with ships. Sentinels were way behind the pace there, and of course extreme survival is probably one of the hardest of all the milestones to do, because you've got to hang around on extreme planets. And tip here, hanging around inside the building or the ship doesn't count. You've actually got to be outside in the environment. We've walked 10 times, we're now a scout. We get 5 more times to get that level up, and we've got now a level 6 with planet zoology. The Gek, we're doing pretty good. We're silver with the Gek. We've completed to bronze level the words learned and systems visited. We've done no real missions for the Gek. We've obviously done a few more missions for Keen. We're actually bronze level for that. We're a comrade. Corvax is obviously the one system we've been in most of the time, and they're quite happy. Merchants Guild. Looks like we've already got the maximum number of units earned for the Merchants Guild, but we'll work to do there. Pirates killed, we're doing quite well here. We're already silver, so that shouldn't take long to complete. Explorers Guild. Rare creatures scanned. So we're pushing through. I still feel that they should be a little bit more demanding, those milestones. Oh, we've got a mission handed. Okay. Didn't realise I had that. Anyway, we'll hand the missions in. So our standing with the Gek is increased. Got some more nanites to replace all the nanites I've just spent. And we'll just see what missions we can pick up now. Right, we'll certainly take the 4 minerals. That's a nice easy one. And I was about to say I know where a volcanic world is, but unfortunately it's in the wrong series, because I was down on a volcanic world in my permadeath series. I think we'll take kill 8 sentinels. We're bound to end up tangling with sentinels eventually. So what we're going to do now is go back to our base and talk to various people. Okay. Except we've got a requirement to talk to the base computer as well. Seems we've arrived in the middle of a storm. Return to your base. Okay. So we are now an apprentice with the Explorers Guild. Yeah, thank you, game. Well, we might see when we're facing this guy. We'll have a chat with him. Things are going well. If I had some microprocessors, I could steal a march on fate. Yes, I would design a weapons terminal suitable for a Vakeen armorer. The Overseer asked me for microprocessors in order to design a weapons terminal. The scientists should be able to assist in this task. Yeah, I think I've got microprocessors. Let me just see. I think I've got them in my vault. Yeah, we got. I don't know if that will be enough. Actually, while I'm here. Yeah, thank you, game. What we'll do is we'll just drop that in. I'm collecting a certain number of techs here, which I'm not sure if that's the proper way to do it, but never mind. Then again, what's the definition of proper? Let me just see. Okay, we've still got on that mission, so we talk to him. Have I got enough microprocessors? Okay, give microprocessors. You have done so well, friend. I am so very happy. And we can now build a weapons terminal. We need Puglium, but I think I've got Puglium inside of my storage vault. Now, imagine, friend, a life form displeases you. You punish it, reward it, reshape it. In time, it will do anything you wanted. So it is with sentinels and their attacks, but no more. Now we shall train the trainers. The overseer requires me to kill sentinels and bring back their pugnium. Okay. The sentinels have harried me the length of my journey. We shall be free of their constant harassment. Yeah. Believe that. Believe anything. Expanding the base. Acquire a pugnium. Yeah. So we're kind of caught between fine base traveller, as of course benefits are your honourable status. Oh, Korvax should be so happy here. The Korvax is brimming with enthusiasm. Neither their shell nor the walls of my base seem to be able to contain them. Request aid. Honour, but please, Korvax contribute. Take these blueprints, lubricant and acid liquids close to Korvax heart. Okay. So we've got a couple of blueprints here. That will save us a bit of cash, so we won't have to buy them. Traveller, harvest marrow bulb and Korvax will do more. We'll create plans for microprocessors and advanced refiners. Korvax will also clean windows while you're gone. We've got no windows, I don't think. Korvax is desperate to please, showering me with praise and offers to assist. They tell me travellers are to be honoured, raised above all others. What have I done to earn such esteem? The scientist requires marrow bulb and cobalt, mineral materials found underground. They will be able to use the substance to craft blueprints for... Yes, thank you. Oh yeah, our home will be light. Okay, go to the machine, expand your staff and base. So we've now completed that mission. Report to Apollo at your bases. So the ghost in the machine now has moved on. The thing that gets me with these missions is it doesn't seem to tell you what you've got. So let me just see. Expanding the base. Eliminate. Locate similar patterns there. Implementing. And it says gather marrow bulb and cobalt. From marrow bulb was there, and well, cobalt can be mined. So it doesn't seem to tell you how much you need, but generally you don't need. Oh, this it is. We need 30 marrow bulb and cobalt underground. There's no caves around here, which is a little bit, but we've got a little bit of pugnium. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a chance here, and what we're going to do is build a weapons terminal here. Let me just see, come across here, specialist terminals. No, can't build that. You can only get one of each. I don't want a science terminal. What we'll do is I think we're oh, so that will fit just there. Kind of a bit inclined to put the weapons terminal in here, because I want to branch off of here and I don't want to fill in all the corners. Of course, what that means is we actually need to recruit a guy there for, and of course he's a Vakeen. So we've now got the weapons terminal in. I'm just going to go for a long shot here. Best friend, can I help? Leave quietly. Didn't have the mission selected. See if I've got enough pugnium to complete this mission. Can I help? Is it murder to destroy the drones? Yes. Okay, aggression. Okay. Let's just talk to him again. Do you have it, friend? Their flesh, their pugnium. The overseer is something in a state of excitement. Oh, give pugnium. So I did have enough pugnium. Ireland presents me with a reward, as I knew they would. Friend, there is another matter. I gave you the means to create a weapons terminal, did I not? Yet I see no Vakeen in attendance. Does my help mean so little to you that would tarry so? You must recruit the armor before we can proceed. The The overseer requires me to build a weapons terminal and recruit a Vagine armor. Yes, I know. Splendid. I do enjoy our Vagine friends. We shall all live in harmony, I think. So we've actually got a toxic protection module. Interesting. I'm running out of space, so I think what I'm going to do is I need somewhere to put some storage vaults in. I think rather than just extending this building out, I think what I might do is just build a cuboid room to put the storage vaults in. But I think for the moment, I've got the resources for it. We're going to come up here, storage. We'll go across one. We're going to put in. We've got the magnetized ferrite for it, so. And I think what we're going to do is actually stack them. Oops, no, one per base. This is very much a temporary arrangement. So I think if we put 5 in, that should give me more than enough now to do what I want to do. And of course, they're all connected up to power. And I think what we're going to do is put some of these modules and bits and pieces in here. We'll just try and sort this out. Oops. Okay, thank you again. And what we'll do is we'll put all the various techs that I've built and collecting in here. The microprocessors in here as well. I'm in here. Wow. I've got the multi-tool expansions. So some of the more exotic stuff we're keeping one vault altogether. You can come out, you can go in there. And then that means this one I can put the microprocessor in. Put the pugnium back in again. Put the chromatic metal in there. And I think what we'll do is put, and then we'll go across to this one. And this is where we'll start putting the ferrite stuff in as well. That kind of frees up everything now. Starship, I certainly want that and that. Keep the cobalt for the moment because we're going to need that for, and I think we'll keep some gold and some silver as well. And so what we'll do is we'll put that in there, and we'll put the gold and the silver in here. And that means I can come back and collect this stuff as and when I need it. And I think, oops, no, and we'll put the chromatic metal in here as well. We can just start building up a stockpile. And I'm aware time is pushing on, so there's just one last thing I want to do before I call this video. That is, I just want to come over here. Structures. And then we're going to go to, I think, is it small? Yeah, so we're going to need piles of pure ferrite to build a cuboid room over here. Or maybe over here. We could build one alongside this room here. We'll work on it over time. Maybe this base will need to go through several reincarnations before I get it the way I want it. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.